The other one. Come on. Let's say the other one. The other one, a part of the climbing, is the muscifibers. Musi is general. Climbing is particular, specific. But
Only for that.
the climbing are specifically in both from the origin and from the termination. So if you get like this, you're going to remember better. Climbing up is specific, particular, very intimate. Because arises only from one and gets open into the Purkinje fiber. But the Musi is diverse. They come from different origins and they also are indirect. Because they are going to synapse in the granular cells. And from the granular cells, the teeth check and dent goes into the Purkinje fiber. So in this diversity of the muscifibers, the muscifiber come from different parts. From the spinal cord. This is one of the region. So which fibers from the spinal cord use muscifiber to get into the cerebellum? Which tracts? The nine? So listen to me, focus on me, forget that. The point is that when I explain something, you have to follow that. Forget about it. You can read that. My question is, from the spinal cord to the cerebellum, what are those tracts? Huh?
Spinal cerebral tract.
Spinal cerebral tract. Do you see? I know that you know that, but you are following that. Forget about it. The spinal cerebral. So the spinal cerebral tract, both ventral and dorsal, they use muscifibers. Where else they come from? So they come from the vestibular nucleus. The fibers that arrive from the vestibular nucleus to the cerebellum and the vestibulocerebellar tract, they get into through muscifibers. Right? You guys have a question there?
Oh, no, I was just writing spinal
Okay,
cerebral.
good. Everybody is on the same page?
Yep.
Then, from the portine nuclei into the cerebellum. So this is the corticoponto cross to the opposite side cerebellar tract, passing through the cerebellar pedal.
This is so the muscifibers.
Also serving for the muscifibers. Remember, climbing fibers is only and only reserved primarily for the inferior olivarity nuclei. That's it. All other sensory information toward the cerebellum, they use muscifibers. Also, for the reticular nuclei, reticulocerebellar tract, and so on. That's the meaning of this. Are you there now? Here?
So the reticular spinal tract is also the climbing fibers?
Yes, all any another out of the inferior olivari nuclei, I repeat, get into the cerebellum, I repeat, through the muscifibers. Any other out of the inferior olivari nuclei.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. What else regarding with this? This is the same that is recording there. He explained that I can go to the recorder and go back and say this here. You can repeat me and like Carol. Again and again. Okay. What else? None? Is that clear? Or something else there?
Yeah, so
Come on. Any other questions? This is your time.
Am I losing? losing my mind.
But remember what I told you, in order to understand something, you have to read it. If you didn't read Cerebelo yet, start to read it.
Both.
It's completely different, something that you don't know because you didn't read it, for any reason, time, whatever, and something that you cannot understand after you broke it down. It's completely different.
You were there.
Yeah? What is the problem? Come on, another questions?
I'm just trying to remember where I was on Friday.
I can't ask questions about something I don't know.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Were you there?
I swear I was in class.
I wasn't there.
You were.
I don't know. No?
On Friday?
Wait, did we finish all of the
Yeah.
cerebellum on Friday?
Yep.
And anatomy?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
What in the Kentucky Fried Fuck was
It was melting in the fried part. No in the chicken, no in the chicken, it was in the fried.
You were clearly recovered from
Uh,
the night before.
This is one kind of, okay. Don't fight.
no.
Don't fight.
No, I was
There
very, very sick,
Okay.
and I went to Foster's Shack over across from PBI, and it was a
Okay.
long night. They don't
There
close
is
until
something-
7 a.m.
There is something known as absent epilepsy. The absent epilepsy is a kind of a small type of epilepsy
Oh
that some
God.
kind of person suffering from. It is
He's not saying you
characterized-
have this.
It is characterized for the absence on the link of the normal thing that we are doing. So patient stop, they have a block up, and then they link again and continue. This is what is known as absent
Antegrade.
epilepsy.
Antegrade amnesia.
If when the patient lost this and there is no conversion, it just stop there. You are talking with them and they are not able to interact. So if it's me, you talk about Dr. Perry, like this. Flowing. This is an absent epilepsy.
That's
This
funny.
is one of the small types of epilepsy. Maybe. Nobody knows. Eh?
Perhaps.
the word?
Outside.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absent epilepsy.
That's what video games.
Yeah, this is a small, it is within the group of the small epilepsy. The epilepsy can be grand epilepsy and small epilepsy. Grand epilepsy can be tonic-clonic epilepsy, this is more typical, with lack of conscience, with convulsions, extension flexions, extension, and finally, there is most of the time relaxation of the sphincters. And patient cannot recall the event that happened. Okay. I said, floor is open for questions. This is your last chance in order to clarify questions for the final for the exam. So remember, we are stopping 2 classes. 2 classes. The last class theoretical and this practical in the same. I didn't get or started any new topic.
Thank you.
So I expected good results. If you didn't get it, revise yourself. I cannot do more.
Can't take my test?
Okay, so Christmas, we talked about it before you came.
She got a big debt.
50 questions, 50 questions, 50, 60 minutes,
We got
60.
debt.
Okay, come on, questions. Shoot.
I actually have a question, and I think I understand it,
Yep.
and I'm pretty sure that I do.
Come on,
So
shoot.
it's with the alternating hemiplegia.
Yeah.
So if we had, let's say, like cranial nerve 11, well, no, I guess that would be a bad one. But like cranial nerve 12, you said,
Right.
in there, deviation ipsilateral at the tongue, or ipsilateral for the cranial nerve. And then
That's much better.
And then contralateral for the body, but if cranial nerve 12 is affected,
Yeah,
how would that affect the body?
I got it. Let's economize some time.
Because it's affecting the cortex.
If you like to learn, focusing it. If you want to continue missing time, continue talking by yourself. Internal tabs are- the worst internal tabs are represented.
The artist and the art.
Okay. Then we got the pulsations. This is the spinal cord. This is the medulla oblongata. This is the pons, and this is the mesencephalon. So this is the midline. So which cranial nerve nuclei may found at the level of the mesencephalon?
3 and 4.
3 and 4.
4 is going posterior.
3 and 4. Okay, 3 and 4. Which cranial nerve may see nuclei at the level of the pons?
5, 6, and 7 and 8.
5, 6, 7. I didn't represent 8. You will see why. Which cranial nerve may see at the level of the medulla oblongata?
9, 10.
12.
12, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Why? Because I am focusing only in the motor part. Because it's a question. What are those motor nuclei I represented here, with independence of what is the region? What do they constitute?
The motor nuclei?
All those motor nucleus. Okay, let me ask you different.
Yeah.
Those motor nuclei represent the upper or the lower motor neuron?
Upper motor neurons.
Good. Upper. Good. At this time. Still.
Gotcha.
At this time. Are you serious? Really? The first synthesis of the upper motor neuron says that the cell body of the upper motor neuron is located at the level of the cerebral cortex.
Oh, so it's lower.
Knowledge are there in order to be acquired.
And that's why.
So with one and, no.
I said with the independence of what kind of origin. So they represent lower motor neuron. If you remember, when we very clearly state where are the lower motor neuron, we said lower motor neuron can be found at the level of the nucleus of the brainstem, those nuclei, or at the level of the anterior horn of the spinal cord. And you're going to write down that again?
I think I got it.
My goodness,
Lower neurons.
you really are distinguished. In my times, I just wrote down once, that's it. In paper. And it's sticking here. Only once. Ask your fathers, your grandmothers. This is the way. Now you need to. Come on, focus. Your point is you are not focused. anytime that you are facing the new knowledge, you say later. Later. It doesn't exist in science. So now you know. All those represent lower motor neurons because are nuclei. And the other lower motor neuron is at the level of the spinal cord.
What was your question?
And you know.
What was your question?
Okay?
Alternating gamete, please, yeah.
So, for the model, in order to see if the color changes, help you, I will represent the upper in green, and I will situate it here in the cortex. And red, the lower. To see one and forever you learn something. Remember, you are going to be a doctor, you are not going to be associate or something like this. Doctor degree at this level. And questions and knowledge are at the same level. Because I don't think so that you like that at the end when you are graduated, we put some asterisk and say this student has a doctor degree with a lower capacity. Do you like this note?
No.
Do you like that?
No, sir.
So, or this student has a doctor degree with 150 hours of absenteeism. Because he was sick and this and that, all justified, but he doesn't attend 150 hours. This is the point that you never understand.
Yes, sir.
No, I was sick. Yes, I know. No, but finally, you wasn't here. That is what counted.
That's right.
It's the same if I come in today, I didn't come, I am sick. The other day I'm sick. And at the end of the month, I like that they pay me my entire full amount. This is unethic. It doesn't matter how many justifications I can provide. The point is, I didn't work. So I cannot claim for the money I didn't deserve. Exactly. This is what happened in the socialism. So this is the same. If you didn't perform something, you cannot ask for it.
That's right.
This is honesty, integrity. If you didn't do something, you cannot ask for it. You only can ask or be entitled basis in your own honest effort, equal to everybody. Now, let's go to your question first. I think you are on your question. The point is that your question is so good, I explained the same that the question that brought Virginia with the cerebellum.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the rain. You brought the rain down.
No,
My question was so good.
No, the rain is nice. It's just so dry.
Rain
Yeah,
is
we
good
need
thing.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes corn and it makes whiskey.
Yeah, and even this, you are now in home to sleep a little bit.
No, we have to study. We have to get
But it's
paid.
raining. Okay, come on.
It's not like we'll be
I
able
have-
to drive anywhere. It's
I
Florida.
have 5 minutes to finish that.
Got it.
So, what is the function of the open motor neuron?
Send
Relay
instructions
information
to the lower,
Relay.
That's it. That's it. Repeat again, aloud.
to send instruction to the lower motor neurons.
The function of the open motor neuron is to send instruction to the lower
Lower
motor
motor
neuron.
neurons.
How many types of lower motor neuron do we have? At the level of the brainstem, at the level of the spinal cord.
Right.
So these, and I see here, they go into the spinal, into the corona radiata, internal capsule, mesencephalon, go all the way down, decussate, get here, and synapse. Can you see?
Mhm.
And in the opposite side, happen the same. Look here, decussate, get here, and synapse. Though who doesn't decussate, continue ipsilateral, decussate, and synapse. You got it, guys? What happened?
No, nothing.
No, that's it. You click and realize I'm happy.
Yeah.
Now, this is what we are representing here. The corticospinal
Spinal
tract.
tract.
The corticospinal tract are the fibers of the upper motor neuron destinated for the lower motor neuron situated at the level of the spinal cord.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
Now, what are the names of the upper motor neurons destinated to innervate the motor nucleus situated in the brainstem?
The pyramidal. I mean the
Cortical?
corticospinal.
Nuclear.
Oh, cortical.
Or cortical?
Gyrus?
Sorry, the other name is corticobulbar. So, even that is green, we're representing another color to differentiate to you. Let me put it in blue.
You got pink?
And what is this part? What are the cranial nerves?
One and two.
Territorial influences.
Cranial nerve 1, cranial nerve 2.
No, all cranial nerves. What is the territory of action?
The head.
Head, face. What is the only one out of this?
10.
10.
Vagus nerve.
So, if we are representing here the two homunculus, where may bring the fibers to constitute the cortical nucleus that come from the face?
Facial nerve. Facial nerve 7.
I'm not talking about
Oh, sorry.
nervous.
Sorry.
Open motor neuron
Got it.
The homunculus is gonna have it on the more lateral side.
in the lateral side. So here, and you see?
Yeah.
This is the area where the face comes. And it goes into the internal capsule, but at the level of the knee. Don't worry about it now, it's coming later. And then they go down. And when they arrive here, look what happened. They give ipsilateral and contralateral fiber to all nuclei. Look here. Ipsi, contra. Ipsi, contra. And they continue. Ipsilateral, contralateral. Ipsilateral, contralateral. Continue down. Ipsilateral, contralateral. Ipsi, continue down. Ipsi, contralateral. And that's it. This is the corticonuclear or corticobulbar tract that carry the open motor neuron fiber for the lower motor neuron situated at the level of the brain stem. So, now, quickly, because you are ready for it. 1 minute is more than enough for you. So, if I am listening here, at the level of the spinal cord, cranial nerves are affected? No. And this lesion going to produce the lack of information, ipsilateral to the lesion or contralateral to the lesion?
Ipsilateral.
Good. Ipsi. So, now, if I am listening here, listen to. Let's follow the green one. Green coming down, and stop here. But where the information doesn't get contralateral. So, we paint our ugly face person.
That's right.
And where is the lack of motor information? This is the left,
Contralateral.
this is the right.
Right.
It's the right side. So, right side of the body affected.
That's so cool.
Oh.
It's a little, there's still some of the nerve that's ipsilateral underneath that lesion before the degradation. I'm just wondering if it's still, it would be ipsilateral as well.
Okay.
So that would be the ipsilateral cranial nerves that are affected. Now I can see it. I
Now?
can just see it.
You touch it. Now you close the circuit and now everything is circulating and light is coming. Good.
My lights are on.
Yes, light is coming.
It
So,
was just like
but look
2:32
here.
a.m. when I heard this. So.
the blue one, if we follow the blue,
Let's do that.
this lesion is affected the descending from the area inferior to the lesion. So we are going to get cranial nerve number 9, 10, 11, and 12 contralateral. But we are going to get 5 and 7 ipsilateral. So what is the result of this? Look here. Muscle of mastication and face in the right side and body in the left. How is the hemiplegia? Alternated. Because the alternating characteristic of the hemiplegia is given for even a single cranial nerve. If only one cranial nerve is producing symptoms in the contralateral side, this is alternating hemiplegia. That's why alternating hemiplegia could be inferior to the internal capsule at the level of the mesencephalon, pons, modular oblongata. Who gave you here the alternating characteristic? Muscle of mastication for the lesion of 5 and muscle of the face for the lesion of the 7. Where the uvula is deviated to the same side, the sternocleidomastoid is deviated in the right, and the right side of the tongue is atrophied.
And that's affected only the corticomotor tract.
This lesion is affecting both. I just explained the corticospinal first and the corticobulbar later. And this is alternating. So, but if we lesion in the same side over here, let's follow the corticospinal. It's a topic here. Which part of the body does it come? The same.
Contralateral.
Contralateral. And at this level, are we affecting any cranial nerve?
No.
No.
We are affecting all cranial nerve contralateral because the contralateral innervation of the corticonuclear tract is powerful regarding with the ipsilateral. So you are going to get lack of information for cranial number 3, ipsilateral, 4, 6, face, tongue, and so on. That is direct hemiplegia, alternate hemiplegia. That's it. Time is over. 10 minutes break and shift it to anatomy.